Welcome to Profit Insights, your go-to podcast for the latest in financial markets and investing. I'm Dusty, your guide through the ups and downs of the market. Today, we're diving into some exciting moves and trends shaping our economic landscape. Let's kick things off by exploring yesterday's market action. U.S. equity markets had quite a day, with all three major indices, S&P 500, Dow Jones, and NASDAQ, closing at record highs for the third session in a row. The S&P 500 edged up slightly by 0.2%, the Dow Jones gained 0.3%, and the NASDAQ climbed a more impressive 0.8%. However, the small-cap Russell 2000 slipped down 0.5%, showing some divergence in the rally. This week, the S&P is already up 1.5%, which gives us a year-to-date gain of 17.2%. The NASDAQ isn't far behind with a stellar year-to-date performance of 23.4%. The big question looming in everyone's mind, though, is what the Federal Reserve will decide tomorrow regarding interest rates. The anticipation of a possible rate cut is keeping traders on their toes. Now, what are the key drivers behind these numbers? Corporate earnings have been a major catalyst. United Health Group impressed with its upside earnings and a positive profit forecast jump. UPS had a nearly 10% leap on revenue projection, and PayPal, integrating with OpenAI, surged 12.7%. And here's a fun fact. Around 87% of S&P 500 companies that have reported so far have beaten expectations. That's a pretty strong earnings season. Adding to the buzz, we're seeing optimism about potential monetary easing by the Fed and improved U.S.-China trade relations. Investors are eyeing a potential framework that could ease export curbs on rare earth minerals. That's a potential game-changer for certain sectors. Speaking of sectors, semiconductors led the charge yesterday. Qualcomm jumped a stunning 11.1% with its new AI chip, while Nvidia is edging closer to a monumental $5 trillion valuation after collaborating with Nokia on AI infrastructure. Microsoft's enormous $135 billion AI investment in OpenAI continues to stir excitement in tech circles, illustrating the massive impact of AI developments on market dynamics. But it's not all rosy. Consumer confidence has seen a dip, a concern driven by inflation worries and job availability. This mixed economic picture adds another layer of complexity to the Fed's decision-making, especially with the complication of a government shutdown delaying crucial economic reports. On the company front, some big movers caught our attention. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals surged 11.8% on great earnings, while Alexandria Real Estate fell over 19% due to disappointing results. Then, we saw an impressive rally from Wayfair and Celestica, with Renew Energy Global surging a whopping 240.8% on a major contract win. So, what's next? All eyes are on the Fed's decision tomorrow. A rate cut could fuel further market enthusiasm, but any comments on future policies will be watched closely. Add to that the earnings reports from tech giants like Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, Amazon, and Meta later this week. It's safe to say it's a crucial time for investors. As we wrap up today's episode, remember that understanding these market dynamics and trends helps us make informed decisions. I'm Dusty, and as always, when the dust settles, only the truth remains. Thanks for tuning in to Profit Insights. Catch you next time.